Hi everyone, I'm Lisa and this is my first post on YouTube. This is me. Hi, I am over 50, I'm 52 and this channel is going to be about women and finance, personal finance and gardening. I know it's a bit of a weird mix, but those are the two things which I'm really into. Just a bit of background as to why personal finance. I only really sort of got myself sorted out in terms of savings and investments a year ago. I was financially illiterate up until then. I've been able to get a mortgage and stuff like that before then, but I really didn't understand the ins and outs of personal finance, investment, savings, pensions and things like that. So it's been about a year and I've got invested in a cash ISA and a stocks and shares ISA, as well as my pension. I have a sick pension and I have a defined benefit pension, but it really has opened my eyes to how vulnerable we are if we're not financially literate. And it's so important for people to have that literacy early in their lives. Unfortunately, it's not available and it's not pushed strongly towards kids in state schools, as far as I'm aware. I think it's different in private schools, but in state schools it's not. So when I left school, I had no idea. I just spent money, I blew money, and at university, same story again. I had a grant and I had loans and I blew it all, got into so much trouble and was in debt for a long time. And also got into trouble with all sorts of other things as well after that, in terms of paying taxes and stuff like that, because I just had no clue whatsoever and I was bumbling along for ages and I carried a lot of shame about it all. But I decided a couple of years ago to deal with it face on, sort it out, and I did. It took a long time, but going through those steps of getting out of debt was just so liberating. And then being in a position to have some spare cash, regular cash, regular income, allowed me then to look into starting into my pensions and also savings in terms of ISAs. This is like a tax wrapper basically. You're allowed to save around 20k a year into it, and you don't get taxed on it. So for me that was very beneficial, and it's been a complete learning curve in terms of understanding stocks and shares and ETFs and stuff like that. So so from somebody who had zero knowledge of finances, of how to invest for the future, how to plan for the future, how to get myself sorted in terms of my personal finance in the present time, to actually being able to get myself quite comfortable. Still, early days, it's only been a year, I don't have loads and loads of money, but I feel a lot more comfortable and a lot more secure knowing that in the future, when I've retired, I'm going to be okay, because my working years have been very up and down. So that is it in terms of finance. The gardening stuff will come as and when. I know it's a bit of a hodgepodge, but that's me. Nice to meet you. I'm Lisa. I'm based in London, and if you've got any questions or comments, do drop them. I'd just also like to add that I'm not financially registered. This is not financial advice or anything like that. This is just purely my personal experience. So I hope to drop some more videos shortly, just talking about my experience. Maybe some of it you'll be able to relate to, and then I'll talk about what I've invested in, why I've invested in certain things, and sort of like how I got myself out of debt and that sort of thing. So I hope to speak to you soon. Take care now. Bye bye.